How's it going?
It's going. I have that procedure today, so I'm like, ugh, should be okay. The lady said it's like giving birth.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, how is that? I'm like, it wasn't a good experience for me. I had an actual, epidural just because I couldn't take it. So the whole thing with me is I wanted to have my kids natural. And I, all three of them, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to have my kids natural. And then on my very first one, I think I was in labor for more than 8 hours. And when I asked them, I think I was at 8 hour mark when I asked them how much longer, because I think I can keep it up, but it needs to come soon. And it
Yeah.
was more of, oh no, we still have probably another 4 or 5 hours to go. I was like, I can't do any more of this. Give me the epidural, because if it's going to get worse, more intense, more frequent, and I have to deal with it for another 5 hours, it's going to be a no go. So that was ended up being an epidural. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but then the second time, I was like, okay, I'm going to do natural, all natural, and I was excited. I told them like natural, and then I saw a lady started to. I heard not didn't see. I heard a lady screaming like really bad, and I'm like, What's going on with her? Like, Why is she screaming so bad? And the doctor or the nurse said, "Oh, well, she decided not to get an epidural." So I was like, you know what? I want an epidural. I can't. Like, we're not doing natural today. That scared
Yeah.
me enough. And yeah, and my third one was, well, my son decided to give me a scare and flip last minute. They couldn't find his heartbeat, but I knew he was there because he was kicking. He was like literally like, and I'm like, well, I know he's alive. So they had to get like an ultrasound going to see where he was, and he was actually flipped. And then they're like, we're just going to give it some time. After some time went by, he like flipped again, and he was big, he was like 8.2 something. And they're like, no, you're going to have an emergency C-section because he's moving too much. He could have the cord wrapped around his neck. And I was just like, okay, great.
Oh my goodness. Did he have the cord wrapped around his neck? I mean, obviously he's okay, but
He's okay. No, I don't think he did. Didn't say anything like that. But you know what the weird part about it is? That was my very first C-section, and when they were doing the incision, I started getting this really, really bad pain, like right here. Like it was from here to here. And as they were cutting, it was like hurting so bad. I started screaming like, ah, and they were like, oh my God, what's going on? They're like freaking out because I'm like, guys, stop, And then they were
yeah.
like, what's going on? I'm like, my arm. And like, it was just like, they're like, what? And so I think there was a moment that they didn't believe me. So they kept going, and they were like, and I was like, ah, like as it was just horrible. So they had to like gas me.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it was rare. I don't know what it's called. Some kind of it happens to some people where you feel it somewhere else. And to this day, every once in a while, I feel a pain here.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
weird. It's
I
weird.
had a similar experience with Juniper, my second. So I went in having a C-section because Rory was an emergency C-section. And after you have a C-section, it's not like, oh, I was told by my doctors it's not safe to like give birth naturally after you have a C-section. Like you should really just do C-sections. And
Right.
after you can't, it's not really safe to do more than 3. Like after that third, you should
Right.
really stop having kids. And so with Junie, since she was already a scheduled C-section, that was awkward and honestly a little bit more scary than being rolled in there for the first time because I had to like come in completely clean. They rubbed me everywhere down with the solution because I had to be sterile. And I
Right.
walked in. Um, and while they were cutting her, um, I could no, not while they were cutting her. It was like right before they were cutting, they do like tests. Like, can you feel this? Can you feel that? Right
Right.
after they give you the epidural and the medicine and stuff. And I remember they were like, "Can you feel this? Can you feel this?" And I was like, "Yes, I can feel it." I was like, "That's on my left leg." And then the doctor's like, "Can you feel that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can feel it." And they were like, oh, "Okay, she can't feel it." And I was like, "No, I can feel it. That's not a pinch. That was like a needle or something." And they're like, "That was not a needle, but yeah, you did feel that." Like I knew it wasn't fingers.
Wow. Oh, that's
Um,
crazy.
I was probably
Did
just
they
some kind of
say what it, like a
he didn't
pinched
ever tell me. I
nerve?
didn't care. I didn't have any
Yeah,
blood
I
or
didn't
any
care
like
either.
marks,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
that's
I
so
got because
weird.
of that. I also got gassed. They were like, I remember the anesthesiologist whispering in my ear because when you have a C-section, you're like splayed out, right? Like with your
Hey,
arms.
so now we have that in common. We were both gassed. We can
Uh-huh.
say that about
I
giving birth.
know. It's
Yeah.
he was it, he was so sweet because he just whispered. He was like, "Hey, this was not your fault. Sometimes it's just a bad batch of medicine. This has nothing to do with you." Like, I remember him. I didn't even have to count. You know how they like, "Hey, count backwards from 10 or whatever." No, he just like whispered all the sweet things to me until I fell asleep.
Uh,
So
that's
sweet.
good. It's good for good doctors. Now, I know that when you talk to people about their birthing experiences, everybody has like uber weird experiences or some good, some bad. So I'm like curious to hear from others, like this was my experience. But regardless, it's already like a pretty big deal. Like you're having a big event um, that you do deserve the best attention ever, people that actually care. So I would definitely recommend to research your OBGYN, whoever's going to be the one delivering, because it's very important.
Yes, I loved my
Mm-hmm.
OB. That's why I went back with him with my daughter. My son, he was 9 pounds and like 8 ounces or something. It was gargantuan. Solid baby.
That's definitely a C-section. I can't imagine that.
That's why, because I remember pushing. They saw his hair. They're like, he has so much hair. He was like coming out, but it was like he would come out and then like the
Stay
suction or
stuck.
something would like pull him
Yeah.
back in. Like he was just going out and in, out and in, no like actual movement. And so at that point, they were like, okay, like if the baby hasn't come out by now, because at that point it had been like hours upon hours upon hours, there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
So
Just go ahead and do what you need to do.
yeah.
Well, great. We started off talking about birthing
Yeah.
and getting gas.
I've only been gassed
I love
twice.
your
The
hair,
other one was
by the
for
way.
my wisdom teeth.
I love your hair, by the way. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I Luna Blue hair extensions. Y'all, if
Ooh.
y'all don't know her, um, she's quite amazing. I I got two different kinds of hair extensions in my head right now. I got the V light and the and clip-ins. And the clip-ins are like a weird kind of not weird, just different. It's a very different kind of clip in it, and I kind of love it. So the V light, have you heard of the V light, Edith?
I kind of, I used to love, I was a hairdresser, so hair is my thing. But I believe that's the one that you have like a little keratin or something, and then you have a UV light, and you place the strands of hair on your on like a little portion, and then you don't have that clip on or anything like adhesive that you normally would have in other extensions. You put the hair on there, and then you put the keratin solution, and with the UV light, it seals it, and so you can brush it so that it looks more natural, and you're able to brush and not have that clump where the
Yes.
strand starts. Is that what it is?
Yes, it's so cool.
I love that
My
stuff. Yep.
hair, I've been able to brush my hair like normal, right? Like
Yes.
from here up, my hair looks like it normally would, but just fuller probably to you.
No, it looks
Um,
good. You see the
so
volume.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I
I
feel
love that stuff.
it's amazing. If you know,
I
like
it does wonders. Like right now, you can look at your hair. It looks full. It looks like you can style it. You can do. You just there's something about hair. Like I cannot have my hair short. I cut it twice in my whole life, very short. I mean, I'm talking about bob, and both times I cried after I looked at
oh
myself in the mirror. I just it's just me. I don't know. I've been used to long hair, and my daughter is the same thing. She loves, having her hair long. And I can tell like when girls go short and some women, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I love it." And then after a while, they're like, "I kind of miss my long hair." I'm like, "Oh, get some extensions. Talk to Kayla."
yep, yes. Because they so I've had thinning hair since like I guess right before I had Rory. It wasn't as thin as it is like now, but it was starting to thin. And so I was like
Hmm.
maybe 22
Yeah.
because I had Rory when I was 23, like right before I turned 24. And then after I had my kids, like my hair came back obviously when I was pregnant and it was beautiful. I always tell people if you want, you know, really nice hair, just get pregnant. That's serious.
Yeah. 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 And then there's something that after you start thinning out, like after you have them. I think that's why it's important to have all the vitamins and nutrients that you can, because you do tend to start losing some hair.
Yeah,
It's a
I
natural.
did last till after it was like even throughout pregnancy and their first year of life because I think it was the breastfeeding. The second I stopped breastfeeding is when my all my hair went away both times.
Yes. 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 Oh, it's been a while. I don't remember any much, but yeah, that definitely happened. But yeah, no, it looks great. I love it.
Thank you. And I've
I'm
also
like, look
never
at my
been.
hair. Maybe I need some highlights.
Uh oh, what's cool about these clip-in bands is that so they have it's like the band, right? And then there's like micro holes in the band, and it has like a little tool. And so the band lasts forever. All you just gotta buy is the band, and you use the tool, and whenever you want hair or different colored hair, you can just feed in through the band, so you can like change your hair whenever you want.
Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, I need to see that in person.
It's so cool. I can take one now. No, I don't want to
No,
take
no,
one out
no,
right
it's
now.
okay. No, 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 not in front of the camera.
Yeah, but it's
So you said
uh
you had some topics for me.
oh yeah, okay. So
I tend to get you off topic all the time. I'm sorry.
no, that's okay. I have been okay outside of like podcasting and recording TikToks and social media, and then also outside of running other people's businesses and CVA, and then like everything else, even outside of family, right? These are all of the things. This is a Kayla moment. This is what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks just for myself. Quicksilver. I
Nice.
love this book so far. I'm almost done with it. I'm so sad that I'm almost done with it. It's
How many days did it take you to get that far?
I got it not last weekend, the weekend before. So I'll probably be done with it in the next 2 days. So it took me about 2 weeks to read it. Like,
Nice.
because I'm busy throughout my day, and I
Right.
maybe read the last hour and a half.